Craft Club, Craft Club. We're all gonna craft at summer camp, Craft Club. You will craft and I will craft, and we'll all summer camp craft because it's Craft Club, Craft Club. Oh yeah. Hello everyone, we are continuing on with our little gnome village, our little fun little gnome village. And of course, as you see, I am doing it beautifully and accurately. This is Edwin and Eleanor gnome, and they are gnome on the range. And they take gnome bad vibes here. There's gnome bad vibes here. Okay, and so I have painted them. I have also painted Squirrely. And now what I think I'm going to do is, because I have some paint here left, I am going to paint the rocks, and just mix the purple and the yellow and make these rocks continue on, and maybe this little mushroom, if we can do it within the allotted time, within the allotted episodes. You are, of course, watching Craft Club. I have been doing this all August. Every day this August, except on Saturdays where I've been uploading my usual Craft Club, which is just me complaining and yelling, which is also what this is, but also reading comments, etc. So this one is a little special because we are actually crafting something new, which I don't usually do. But I do think it's really important to try new things. And so I have used 5 different crafts from the dollar store, all, $5 or so, because the dollar store is no longer actually just $1. Nothing at the dollar store is $1. Come on, everything's more expensive. So I have been painting this, and I've made a lot of fun things, and I think this will make it a very memorable summer. And I am, of course, trying to monetize too, because I want to do longer projects on YouTube, and also to just reestablish my YouTube presence, because I did have a presence once. I want to reestablish the presence so that I can upload stuff here as well, so that I can have long content. And I also think, tell me if I'm wrong about this, I also think that YouTube is the thing that's going to stick around, because it is the longest. It was around longer than Instagram or was it Facebook? It's been, no, I think it came around the same time as Facebook. But, YouTube has been around for a long time, way before Instagram or way before TikTok or way before Vine or all of the other things that have failed. And so it's like, why did I not commit to this earlier? Because I failed. Several times in my life, I failed in many ways. But on social media, I was posting on my social media and posting on YouTube for a very long time. And I've gone in waves because people tell me, oh, you just got to post on social media, Kevin. That's all you got to do. All you got to do is post and go viral. And then you can, sell TV shows and, just live a good life, be rich, etc. And that is not the truth. The truth is it takes a lot of work. And it also takes the same thing as timing. And I'm not saying that social media isn't the great equalizer, because I do think that what Hollywood does is it hires gatekeepers. So not everyone can get in, right? But the truth is, we as a society have similar tastes because of the gatekeepers. So we are used to seeing a certain aesthetic being beautiful as portrayed in Hollywood or on television. And it takes a lot of us, and that is being asked of us, which I think is very current, which is good. A lot is being asked of us to expand that image of what is beautiful and what is entertaining and what is interesting. And that's what social media has actually opened up very slowly. We still have our own biases, and we still believe that certain things are more interesting than others, when that may not be true. And that's only because we have been conditioned to feel that way because of how Hollywood has portrayed us and how Hollywood has portrayed humans, and what is beauty and what is nerds and what is mean and what is cruel and what is the villain or evil. But at the end of it all, that may not be the truth, because these gatekeepers are just other humans. So what is beautiful about social media is that I can find and I've said this already in the summer, but I always knew that I wasn't for the masses. I'm not for the masses, but I am for the individual person. And if each individual that watches me and sees something that is intriguing, that they can relate to, that pulls them in, if each one of those people join forces, that gives me an audience that I never have had since I was 6 years old as an entertainer. And you are a part of it. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. You're like, no, Kevin, that's not cool. That's very boring. I think it's very cool because I have been doing this industry for so long, and so many people have told me, things like, if only you were this or only you were that, and I changed myself a million times. And the truth is, I cannot change to be what somebody wants me to be because I am just who I am, and what I am is an illusion. Went into La Cage aux Folles. If you don't know La Cage aux Folles, great musical. Fantastic musical. It is The Birdcage. If you know The Birdcage starring Robin Williams, Nathan Lane, that is, the musical version of that is called La Cage aux Folles. And the music to that is incredible. Incredible. And there's this one song called I Am Who I Am, and I'm sure so many people have covered it. Like, I believe Liza Minnelli has covered it. It's a good cover song. Okay. So we've got our little stepping stones. My very dirty water. Let's get some new water here. Come on. Come on. That's great. Let's do the water over here. Let's take a little sip. We're getting near to the end of the summer. Are there favorite moments that you've had this summer? Anything that you have enjoyed this summer? Any fun, memorable things that you have done with your family? Or even have you just enjoyed the quietness of being around and enjoying life? Okay, let me see. So these, they painted the rocks different colors here. I'm not going to do that, but the small mushroom is pink on top. But again, we don't have pink, but if I put purple and white, right? Is that correct? Please answer. It's too late. If you comment, it's too late. I don't know. Is there anything memorable this summer? I honestly, I've said this a couple times this summer. I am slowly becoming more and more of a reclusive, like hobbit, hermit. I am more and more finding that I used to feel like I had to do what everyone else was doing. So I was like, well, why am I not enjoying going to crowds and street fairs and stuff like that, and putting myself in chaotic times and places? And then I realized, I may just not be that person. The thing is, they say you have to try everything, and I do believe that. I think you have to try everything once, right? But if you try that thing once and then you don't like it, it's like, maybe you just don't like it. So maybe this is like the beginning, I think, of many things in my life. What you are helping me do as an audience is find my strength as a person and find my voice and find also what brings me pleasure and what I think is worth fighting for in a time where nothing feels like it's worth fighting for. But I am realizing that I'm not wrong in my feelings, and I'm allowed to feel certain ways. Like, I'm allowed to feel that society is crumbling and that I don't want to be a part of it. And that's okay, that I don't have to go out and do these things this summer. And so really, this summer is going to be, I think, a very quiet one, because I think the fall and winter, and especially the Christmas season, and also the spooky season, which are my favorite seasons of the year, those two things are going to be very, very important and integral to me as we go forward, because not everything can be a failure forever. I cannot, dear universe, that I have talked about this whole summer that I've stopped believing in, I cannot be a failure forever, right? At some point, some job, something is gonna come up. Even if it's just that I monetize this and I get to do my vlogs and suddenly I'm monetized and being able to, pay my bills through YouTube or whichever social media, something's got to give. So I am, there is a thing of like, sometimes you just have to rest. Sometimes you just have to rest. And it's like the universe may tell you in the future there's a reason, and you will just find that reason in due time. But right now, it just feels like my body wants me to rest. My spirit wants me to rest. I wake up with the intention of going out into the sun, especially in the sun, because as a sad boy, as a sad person, there are moments where I'm like, oh, the sun is out. I guess I have to go out and like enjoy it. But then the other part of me is like, I don't think I have to anymore. I don't feel like I want to, and I don't feel like I have to, and I don't feel like I should. So maybe it's okay to just not. And so I have found myself in that of giving myself permission to just be quiet, just enjoy, just gnome pun. Insert gnome pun here. Okay, I'm just gonna start setting this up because I'm running out of time for this episode, and then the only thing I have left to paint is this lovely mushroom house. So I wanna just set this up so you all get ready because it's gonna be beautiful. This is a little pathway to the house. She's got a little mushroom there. He's got his little squirrel friend waiting for them. Oh, you can't really see. I put this here. You see the little pathway? Anyways, I'm gonna put the house here, and I think it's gotta be red. It's gotta be red on top, and the mushroom side. Yeah, I'm not gonna follow it because they keep wanting me to use brown, and I'm like, you didn't provide us with brown, and I'm not here to be a paint mixer, y'all. That is not my job. But anyway, tell me. Tell me what your favorite part of the summer so far has been, if you have any like beautiful memories that you've made with your family, or if it was just about like being reclusive like me and just going into hiding and hibernating for the summer, getting away from the energy that infiltrates the gym bros in the summer and just over masculates everything and just makes everything a little less welcoming to people like me. I don't know why. I feel that way. I think the summer is less welcoming to people because there's some kind of like frenetic energy that just like sizzles with the sun. People are like, oh, they're ready to fight, and I don't like it. So my best part of the summer so far has been just enjoying the peace and quiet and having days where I'm just like, I'm not gonna leave the house today. I'm just gonna enjoy what I have because it is about rest and relaxation. Even if I am unemployed, there is something about the summer that's like, oh, it's nice to have peace and quiet a little bit. It's nice to just not feel like you have to do things because it is that school does this to you. I think we are trained as young people to always feel like September to June is like busy work season, and July and August is when you chill. When you chill, this is your vacation time. So even though I've been unemployed for many years, and it looks like for many more, we do get to take the summer off, and we get to give ourselves leeway to enjoy it. So that's been mine. What's been your experience? Do you have any plans left for the rest of the summer? I think for me, I'm not going to do anything for the rest of the summer. I am planning in the fall a trip. I will tell you if I do it because it will have to do with videos and crafts. But I'm planning some type of small trip because I feel like most families and kids will be gone back to school. Hotels will probably be inexpensive, and I will be able to really just enjoy and not spend that much money, but see more, and my money will go further. That's my hope in the fall. But for the rest of the summer, I have nothing planned except to stay inside and do crafts at Craft Club, Craft Club. We're all gonna craft at Kevin's Craft Club Summer Edition. You will craft and I will craft. And we'll all craft because it's Craft Club. We'll all craft because it's Craft Club. We'll all craft because it's Craft Club.